Well, hey everybody, this is R Vermil 47, Robert Vermillion, coming to you from Dallas, Texas. I haven't made a video in a while, but I thought since there's a little mischief going on in the Gulf, I might just kind of talk about it today. And as you see right here, this will probably be Tropical Storm Debby within the next 24 hours. Originally, a lot of people thought that this would probably go on up into the Florida Panhandle and then track on up northeast. Today, and I've got it zoomed in pretty close here, we see that it is tightening up down here, and it's kind of drifted a little southwest, which means an upper level trough that was going to pick it up and carry it northeast is probably not going to pick it up. It's probably going to get pretty well organized, and hopefully Debby will be doing Texas. Maybe Debby will do Dallas. I don't know. I just can't resist. Sorry. Anyway, so this is a visible satellite. This is the most recent loop, and again, you can see low-level circulation. Now, most of the convection right now is on the eastern side. This will sling around, which will move it around just a little this way. Now it's hard to see in this picture, but there is an upper low here. I believe this is probably a tut low, a tropical upper tropospheric trough. Big words, woo. Tut sounds better. And that'll give a little southwesterly shear to it, but it also helps with the outflow of the entire storm. This should either get absorbed by the storm or go ahead and move on off into Mexico. Too far south to mess with Texas right now, as far as up here in North Texas. So again, right here, I think we've got the decent makings of a tropical storm, and some of the models are forecasting a hurricane to hit the Texas coast next week sometime. So it's going to be iffy, one to watch. That's why I thought I'd just go ahead and bring it up, and you hadn't seen me in a while, so let me make a video. Okay, this is off of the Weather Underground site. This is called the GFS Global Forecasting System. This is a model run. The ensemble members. This is what, if you ran the model several different ways, the same model several different ways, this is what you come up with. So right now you can see that the GFS has got it going this way, this way, this way, and then here's where Debby would do Dallas. This would be a best case scenario for Texas, as far as giving some much needed rain again to the central sections, and of course we'll always take it up here in the north. We do have it where it's going and then it stalls out here. Right now, you can see that this was the semi-official track, but we're going to see. I believe it's forming a little further southwest now than it was, and the trough here that's coming down across these eastern sections of the U.S., I don't believe is going to catch it. So it's going to either meander or it's going to slowly drift west or even some southwest before it finally gets caught up with another trough that's moving in from the west. Let me show you some other computer model forecasts. Okay, these are different models. The one I just showed you a while ago is only the GFS model, which right here would be the red line, and that's the GFS actual model other than the ensembles that I showed you. It showed you that it was taking that track. Now we've got several different ones in here. We've got the Hurricane Wharf, we've got the BAM, we've got the GFDL, NAM, the LBAR. And when you break it down into different models, then you try to look for a consensus between the models to see what they think it's going to do. And again, right now, you see we've got at least we've got 4 models that are taking it. Well, we've got 3 models that are taking it to the west. This one here is talking about meandering. This one here, one even takes it off down into Mexico, which is very possible if it misses even the trough that's coming in. And then we've got 3 that again takes it up where the original forecasts were. Now all these models were let's see, initialized anywhere from 7 o'clock this morning to 1 o'clock this afternoon at various times. So again, models never agree with each other. That's why if you know a forecaster that looks at one model and goes, oh, well, I only use the GFS, so, they're going to miss the forecast lots and lots of times. Don't rely on the models. You got to use your head. Anyway, so, again, I think I'm looking at, I'm agreeing with more of a southwesterly motion. And I believe that Debby will become a tropical storm probably again within the next 24 hours. And like I said, some of the models have it being a hurricane as it gets close to Texas. Again, this is several days out. It'll be sometime next week. And there's always still the possibility that it could reform a center a little further north, and if that's the case, then it could get caught in a trough that's moving, it's coming in like this, because we're sitting in high pressure here over Texas, come in and moves like this and catches it. But right now, a couple of the outlier models yesterday that were the only ones going west with it are beginning to jump on that bandwagon. So it's something to watch, and it would be nice. Now, I think after we see this one form and do its stuff, we're going to go into the doldrums for a bit because there's not much to see or that's showing up as far as hurricane or tropical storm activity. Right now we have what's called the Madden-Julian oscillation, and it's an area that moves from it moves across the U.S. from west to east. It moves across, actually, should I say, the equatorial regions, and then it affects areas on each side of the equator. But when it's in a favorable easy for me to say, favorable position, we see stuff spin up. We had our several little hurricanes off of the west coast, off of Mexico. So as this has moved more over the Gulf, we've got then formation here. It'll move on off, and it's really too early in the year to mess with anything coming off of the African wave train. And even the setup this year doesn't look like a lot of storms are going to be coming in all the way across the Atlantic to us. This year it looks like not a lot, but most of our storms may be what we call homegrown, close-in development. So anyway, just thought I would go ahead and show you what I was thinking about on Debby, since it may be the first hurricane. Well, it'd be the first hurricane to affect the Gulf this year, of course, and maybe it'll affect Texas. I can only hope. Anyway, good to talk to y'all. Hope that everybody's doing okay, and it's getting hot in Texas. I know people up here in the Northeast are saying it's hot, but when it's starting getting hot in Texas, it's getting hot. Anyway, that's enough rambling. So I hope y'all are doing good, and everybody, y'all have a good one. Thanks.